Welcome back to the channel. Thanks for stopping by. Devlin's one of those cats, man. Had him on the channel. It was like the third or fourth video on the channel, I believe. And that's way back in the this 5+ years ago, man. And he may have been on there once or twice more. But one of those things I really appreciated and I remember about Devlin was his energy, man. The way he just his lyrics and his passion kind of seemed to kind of explode off the screen. But as you know, people who aren't new to the channel kind of went further down the UK hip hop, the underground scene a little bit more, which got me further away from Devlin, man. But he dropped this track today, I believe. It's called 1984. So let's jump in, man. See what he's got for us.
I hear a deafening silence louder than screams on Epstein Island. Where the people you're idolizing were doing unspeakable things with minors. The media's usual blindness when the truth don't fit their narratives. Why would I want a TV license? I don't want to watch that sack of shit made to indoctrinate our brains. Program.
All right, a couple things off the top that I got to touch on. That drum break to start the beat. I dig that. Nice touch. That first bar, man, out of Devlin's mouth. I mean, something to the effect of, what does he say? The deafening silence louder than the screams from Epstein's Island. I mean, that's such a powerful bar, bro. I mean, I was listening to a podcast the other day, and they touched briefly on it about the fact that they just aren't going to release that list, man, because there's too many powerful people. Too many, and powerful is one of those fucked up words too, right? Because we give power to these people, because they're on a screen pretending to be something that they're not. They're playing a role. They're fucking, you know what I'm trying to say? They're not powerful people. They're just people that a large section of the world's population idolize them for any number of reasons. And I'm not talking about politicians. I'm talking about like athletes and this celebrity. I'm kind of happy now that the cult of celebrity is kind of dying. You see that a little bit, but it's still pretty prevalent, man. And I think there's a lot of cats, man. A lot of cats who would become, whose entire lives that are based around idolizing these peoples, whose lives would be shaken to the foundation, knowing that their favorite actor or athlete or musician or a royal, any type of shit was on that list, man. And that's why they won't release that stuff, man. There's too many people with too much money, too much power that would be that spotlight, bro. And there's still, even though that happened, there would still be people defending the people who are on that list. Somehow they'll fucking make that mental gymnastics work just to make them not feel so bad about liking somebody, right? And that's the thing, man, that idolizing, that he brings that up too, like they idolize, and the people we idolize, man, these people don't deserve to be on a pedestal, man. They just don't. For pretending, for going to a movie set or into a booth or any of that type of shit, man. It's just madness. He's touching on that television too, man. This is gonna be one of those. Going to be one of those, man. I'm here for it. I'm bringing it back. I gotta hear that drum break again.
I hear a deafening silence louder than screams on Epstein Island. Where the people you're idolizing were doing unspeakable things with minors. The media's usual blindness when the truth don't fit their narratives. Why would I want a TV license? I don't want to watch that sack of shit made to indoctrinate our brains. Program, get it? It's all in the name. They want your mind in chains, having an opinion's hate. These sick fucks want a one-world state where they watch every movement you make and take what you've worked hard to obtain. This world's dark, I'm afraid.
I don't think we're living how we should, no. It seems he must have closed that door. We chose the wrong way.
Yo, man, big up Devlin. I didn't know this cat could sing. They have a little bit of this they live thing going on here, man. He's got these glasses on and he's kind of seeing the distortion, the kind of the seeing behind the matrix type of idea with the digital um, distortion and stuff on people's faces. And I dig that, man. I dig that, the little play on that. I don't know. I'm pretty sure that's probably where he's coming from with that idea. There's a lot of this too, like the Just Do It in the background. He sees all those people lined up outside, which is obviously quite a posh establishment. I didn't see a sign there that it was briefly on camera there, but the indoctrination, man, is so true too, man. Because there's just I shared a video with a mate over in the UK because it popped up into my feed, and I was like, is this truly happening over there? And he didn't necessarily debunk the whole thing, but he said it's not as bad as this video is making it out to be. But yeah, this is how this is happening. Another thing here too, man. He says it's like you can't have an opinion. Like you really can't. It's got to the point now where opinions are, you know, silence is violence. And if you do say something, then it doesn't go against. If it goes against what somebody else wants you to think, then that's violence, and that opinion is not tolerated. You can only have an opinion if it matches my opinion, and that shit's crazy. And it's crazy about a track like this too. I haven't gone into the comments, but I can already guess. The more comments that come in, it'll be interesting to see, because these are one of these videos where it's like a larger look at what is truly going on, and somehow still in the comments, I'd be surprised if it doesn't go this way, is it'll still break into these fractions of, well, he's talking about your group, but they look at you and say he's talking about your group, not realizing he's talking about all this shit, man. This isn't no left, right, black, white, none of that kind of shit, man. He's talking about it all. But it's the whole idea is that indoctrination, like that separation, is like that getting you to hate somebody. That doesn't come to us naturally, man. That shit is. There's a reason. There's a reason, man. They do what they do, and that's all that he's saying.
It's all in the name. They want your mind in chains, having an opinion's hate. These sick fucks want a one world state, where they watch every movement you make and take what you've worked hard to obtain. This world's dark, I'm afraid.
I don't think we're living how we should, no. It seems he must have closed that door. We chose the wrong way. Seems as though we're living in war, well, so here in 1984. No longer human.
Something stirred in me since birth, it seems. Like we weren't living life right, even though that I know it can never be a perfect dream. But we could do better than this. No one cares when they've got theirs, and equal share is often rare. That's why the poor will pay for the rich. I think the things might have gone a little wayward. Look at everything we let them get away with. Can't walk home at night for getting mud dogs. This place, it's a dangerous matrix created by sadists that play tricks and make brains glitch. But I think our sense an awakening.
I don't think we're living how we should, no.
Hey, man, this one's hitting. This one's hitting because I perhaps maybe think about this a little bit too much, to be honest. And I find this when I find when I got to remove myself from it from a little bit. And I'm not talking about conspiracy theories and shit like that. It's like you're bombarded in every way, shape, and form. It doesn't matter what app you open. Doesn't matter what. Like, man, you want to turn on sports highlights and look at some fucking funny cat videos on YouTube, and somehow, next thing you know, man, you're sitting there and then they start putting shit there for you to see. And you start reading these headlines, and you start upping your feels and start thinking a certain way, man. And it's very easy to start that downward spiral, or it just feels just like that heaviness. And it truly is just a distortion of reality in one way. because you see and you hear things, like I said about my buddy sending that thing. It's like, yeah, it's like this, but not nearly as bad as how this video's making it. But if you don't have that person you can reach out to and ask, or if you've never sat foot there, and like I didn't even know that I'd been there before because I didn't make the connection. And he's like, yeah, man, that's where we were when we bumped into this cat or that. It's like, holy shit, I never would have known it, right? But if I just watched this one video and made all my judgments, all my decisions based on this one video, then my interpretation of this city, that's where it would sit. Hey, man. I mean, that's the thing. It's all about distortion. It's all about getting you locked into a reality that is not true. This part here. The rape gang stuff. I mean, I heard about this, and it was that they're dropping plans for rape gang inquiries. Like, what the fuck is that? Why would you not want to inquire about rape gangs? I have no idea. To me, that seems like something you want to do to protect your people. But I kind of hope that they would do it here, right? I mean, but anyway, that's neither here nor there, man. But hey, this is a really, I mean, he doesn't have that passion, like I said, that I'm used to, because when I saw it, it's a different type of passion, right? This is more of a passion with words rather than the passion of sounds like he's. The tracks that I did, it kind of sound like it was, he was rhyming from the chest, not singing, but rapping from the chest. You know what I mean? That anger type of, and this now feels like he's got that. Each word, each bar has this heaviness, this weight, this truth, the heaviness of truth, right? It's a different type of passion. You still got it. It's a different type.
When they've got theirs, an equal share is often rare. That's why the poor will pay for the rich. I think the things might have gone a little wayward. Look at everything we let them get away with. Can't walk home at night for getting mugged off here. This place, it's a dangerous matrix created by sadists that play tricks and make brains glitch. But I think our sense an awakening.
I don't think we're living how we should no more. It seems he must have closed that door. We chose.
Oh shit! That was dope, man. Did you see what he did there? That was dope.
It seems he must have closed that door.
How Samsung changed to work, and I guess that's the name of the phone down here, and it changed to sleep and consume. I think it comes out to what to say. Yeah, work, sleep, consume. Hey, he's not wrong, man. That's all we do. I say that about my hometown, man. All there is to do in my hometown is to work, is to go out to eat at restaurants, and to buy shit you don't need. That's the only thing you can do in my hometown, man. That's all you can do here. Fucking, you want to park downtown? Yeah, fuck, that's $10 an hour. And I'm in a small town, man. I that's all you do. Make money to give it away on shit you don't need.
It seems he must have closed that door. We chose the wrong way. Seems as though we're living in one world so.
And there's the second side of the coin there, right there, right? People just walking down this high street in London, just in these posh shops, buying shit they don't need, walking by with their AirPods in their ears, and here's a cat. He doesn't have a roof over his house, just asking for a little bit of change, and they truly become almost like white noise, background noise, man. There's just something there. They're just something to step over at this point for a lot of people, right? Like he says, we've really gone the wrong way.
Ignore what you see with your eyes. It's the final vital command. Now the truth hurts more than lies. For those that bought the facade, we don't wanna have a hive mind. We need to see through the mirage. Cause he who controls the present will try to control our past.
I don't think we're living how we should no more. It seems you must have closed that door. We chose the wrong way. Seems as though we're living in World War so here in 1984. No longer human.
Hey, man. Hey, man, big up Devlin on this track, bro. Just a thought-provoking, kind of peeling back the layers, man. And heck of a production job on production, too. Brought in that couple, that drum break a couple times, man. That was dope. And good job singing, too. Like I said, I had no idea Devlin could sing like that. But, yeah, man, this was a whole package. The video was dope as hell, well shot. Well edited, top notch, man, and big up Devlin for being brave to do something like this, because not a lot of people will like this message, man, and there's a reason why they shouldn't like the message, because it's hard to look in the mirror sometimes and be happy with what you see, right? And like I said, this isn't about one side or the other, because everyone is complicit in this, man. This isn't. What is it over there? It's not Labor versus Tory. It's not over here. It's not liberal versus conservative. In the States, it's not Republican versus Democrat. It's none of that shit, man. I mean, that's how they want us to think, that it's those things. But all you have to do is go on social media and see the way people act and treat each other, solely based on the fact that they vote blue or vote red, and that is completely changes your mind about that person. That's exactly how they want it, man. Because the more we fight with each other, the less we pay attention to what's really going on. And that's what do they say about the greatest? I can't remember exactly how it goes, but is it the greatest trick the devil ever played was to make people believe he doesn't exist? Something to that effect. It's that, man. It's a magician sleight of hand showing you this hand while he's doing something with this hand, and that's all that it is, man. Yeah, big up Devlin. Hopefully you dug it, man. If you did, make sure you go over to watch his channel, give it a watch, give it a listen, man. Order this shit if you have it. It doesn't have to cost you just a cent, man, to show him some love. And I love you guys each and every day. Till next time, stay safe. Good to each other.